Okay, so for this month's spread, I really didn't plan anything. Like I know I've done in the past where I just go like, oh, this is just spontaneous, but I don't think I've ever been this spontaneous. You know, in the past I still thought of like roughly what I was going to do, but like this month I really did not think. The only thing I did was open a book, grab my pen, and just got straight into it. Okay, so for the first page, I just wrote right in center of like it's not center, the off center. I just wrote August 2020, and then below it is the calendar, and uh yeah, it's the calendar. After that, I actually drew the infinity symbol passing through the calendar because you know 8 on its side is the infinity symbol and August is the 8th month in the year, so I mean it fits. For this spread I actually like joined into the next spread a little, so it's kind of like one big spread instead of like two individual spreads, if that makes sense. And yeah, so I went in with my pencil to draw the symbol because I'm not very good at sketching and I didn't want to ruin the whole thing. I wanted to be spontaneous, but I didn't want to ruin the entire spread, you know. You have to draw a line somewhere. I then drew a box around the calendar just to highlight the calendar a little, and then oh yeah, that thing on the side, that's just some space for me to write any important dates. Peace. And then I colored in the box to, as I said, highlight the calendar. And yeah, that's basically everything that's functional on this page. Everything else is just decorations. So as you may be able to tell, there's going to be a lot of things just filling up empty space on this page because that's literally all the important information I have. How do I condense stuff and still have so much empty space? I don't know. You tell me, I don't know. Anyways, now I'm just writing a song lyric, and yeah, you know, it's been a long time coming. If you know where that's from, I congratulate you, but I don't think you know. Anyways, on top of it, I didn't write. I drew brackets, and within those brackets, it's going to be my mood tracker. And my mood tracker is basically the same as I've been doing, like that I did for like the previous month. So it's just a graph, basically. Essentially, it's just a graph. So now those are the axes, and then now I'm just going to calculate the spaces for the days so that I get it right and I don't end up with like having to like extend it off the page. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. It's as straightforward as I think it can possibly get. It's basically just a line graph, one rate your day 0 to 10. 0 is absolutely horrible, 10 is really great. You know, that's all there is that I can say about this graph. That's all it is. It's self-explanatory, I guess. After that, I just drew a header for it, mood tracker, and then I kid you not, everything else on this spread is just decorations. So that's what we're gonna get into. But I'm excited for it because it's going to be with those metallic pens that you see around the edge of the shot now. So I focus mainly on the gold one, but you'll see what I mean. I guess the theme for this one is basically just spontaneity. Is that a word? I don't know. Yeah. As I said, I went in with the gold marker. No, it's not a gold marker. It's like a gold brush pen kind of thing. I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. On the top, oh yeah, I nearly forgot this. Oh god. I actually wrote the title of what was my favorite song. And why I say was is because this was filmed before the whole folklore thing happened, and let me tell you. Now I don't even know what my favorite song is. But yeah, Only the Young used to be my favorite song because it was a very motivational song. It's a very inspirational song. I still listen to it to get inspiration sometimes, if I feel like sometimes when I feel like I want to do something but I'm scared, of the consequences. I'm scared of what people may think. I just don't feel like doing something, even though I know I should probably do it. I just listen to this song and it always, always, always motivates me. It just gets me up. It just gets me running. I love this song so much. Thank you so much, Taylor, for putting this masterpiece out in the world. I love you. On the bottom right, it's only a matter of time. That's another lyric from the same song. As I told you, I love this song. And then right at the bottom, I wrote 8/20. So it's just August 2020. I tell you, I don't know how many times I wrote August 2020 throughout this page. I think, it's not that many times. I think I just wrote it 3 times, but still. Anyways. And then we go into the goal highlights, and I wrote Only the Young again in what I'm going to call the Tumblr Instagram aesthetic thing, because I've only seen it on these 2 platforms. It's basically me just writing it over and over, layering it on top of each other, and then just going like diagonally down. Something like that. And then see at the bottom I wrote August 2020 again. I told you I wrote it many times throughout this spread. At this point I decided that it looked weird if I just cut the infinity symbol off for like at a box, so I decided to, instead of just completely cutting it off, I would just make it slightly like, just decrease the opacity. Do you understand what I mean? Anyways, I wrote another quote here. This quote I came up with, I don't know if it's an actual quote, I don't really care. It basically says, stand up tall and defy all odds. Yeah, I like it. Okay, and then at this point I decided there was way too much empty space on the page and I was going to do something about it. So I drew this kind of like geometrical circles. Geometrical shapes back again, people. And yeah, and then I just went in with the silver pen, drew some dots here and there, filled it in with more geometrical circles, and then we get the lines. Afterwards I go in with a gold pen and that, what's that, brown? I'm gonna call it brown Pentel Sign Pen, which I love. It's amazing. I use it all the time. And I just use it to make highlights all over the page, just to give it some color and to fill up empty space. That's what I did. Oh, after that I decided after doing all those highlights, I realized that, hey, you know what? Your title is just not noticeable enough anymore. So then, I basically do all that stuff just to try to make it get highlighted a little more. That makes sense to you? Hope it does, because that's the only explanation you're gonna get. Okay, the next page is gonna be my habit tracker, and I'm doing it slightly different this month because I have so much space. Like, what do I even do with so much space? So at the top I just wrote the title habits, and then basically I'm drawing a huge calendar layout on this, which is ironically larger than my actual calendar. But anyways, it's a calendar, and you'll hopefully see how this thing works as I go along. But basically how it's gonna work is I have like 4 letters of the alphabet, and they each signify one habit, and if I do that habit, I'll write the letter that signifies it below the number, below the date that I did that habit. Does that make sense? I'm gonna say it makes sense. Okay, but either way, I hope you'll see it soon. I think I'll show you an example soon. Hello, Rachel of the past. Show the example. Hurry up. Okay, we'll get to that soon. But oh yeah, there we go. Okay, so for example, on the 1st of August, I did all 4 habits. Then I would write the alphabets that signified all 4 habits below number 1 for 1st of August. That makes sense, right? Yeah, anyways, what I was doing previously, which I completely skipped over because I was waiting for me to show the example, was the legend down there. So that's what the 4 letters signify: sleep, water, study, and exercise. And then I just went in to do some decorations, to add some you know, highlights here and there, and that's it. I believe I wrote only the young again at the end, but that's kind of it. And this is the flip through, everyone. Hope you like it. Anyways, that's all I have for you guys this week. Hope you liked this video. If you did, drop a big thumbs up, hit the notification bell, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.